So our guys decided to add another level of difficulty to this. Bringing a work truck down here, especially one like this that's significantly wider, can make it a little more difficult. Oh no. Oh, somebody's yelling at him to stop too. But we're too late. He's giving the work truck mirror high five. Oh man. Once again, the truck he's driving is a little wider than normal, obviously, with this, so he probably couldn't see the side of the trailer in his mirror. But, I mean, he smacked the crap out of this dude's mirror. And the funny part's, the irony part to me is this boat right here in the bottom right. Hit him back. I mean, what perfect timing for this boat to come into picture. But our guy's going to continue trying to back this down, and it'll be interesting to see if it's even recognized. I mean, obviously the guy who got into the truck right here noticed it. He yelled at him to stop. But he just kept going anyway. And we're getting this one loaded on the trailer, and for the most part, I bet this winds up like most of the stuff we see down here at the ramp, and it just gets completely ignored. So our guy's struggling still getting this trailer straight. He's probably going to have to pull this forward again to kind of line it back up correctly. And this is almost like trying to back up like a single jet ski trailer. So when you're backing up a single jet ski trailer, you can't really see the trailer, and it makes it a whole lot more difficult. And mine's really kind of experienced in that same thing. But he does have the guide poles on here, so he should be able to see those in the rear view mirror. But just he can't see the sides of the trailer. He can't see the fender wells because the box on the back of this truck is too big. So here it looks like he's got the trailer in the right position. The truck's a little sideways, but I bet he's going to live with this one in the position he's got it. So our crew in the right lane pretty much has their boat loaded up and ready to go now. I'm guessing, I mean, I've still not seen anybody really say anything. I guess we're going to play this one no harm, no foul. It's always interesting to see that situation happen down here at the ramp. We see it happen all the time. Boats hit other boats. Vehicles hit other vehicles like we just saw. And pretty much for the most part, nobody says a word. They all just let it ride. And it's kind of just, maybe it's common knowledge. I don't know. If somebody hits my truck at the ramp, I'm going to say something. I won't be rude about it, but I'm definitely going to say something. Maybe our guy here is saying something, though. But they're going to go ahead and pull out of here and get out, so maybe not. Once again, it's always an interesting one. Let me know in the comments below. If somebody hit your truck at the ramp, would you at least get their insurance information or say something? I mean, maybe there's no damage. You never know.
Wrong boat, buddy.
Oh, I love it when they call it. When they tell us the wrong boat, you're barking up the wrong tree. There's no need to follow us, bro. We got this. These are the ones we want to watch. I mean, they probably really do have it, but still, it's always funny when they call their shot. And my favorite ones when they're pulling out, they're like, oh yeah, sorry we couldn't mess up for you. And we always respond back, well, you gotta come back in. So our crew's approaching the dock, and they got a pretty solid line. We're taking the slow roll approach. Not a whole lot it looks like can go too wrong from here. Oh, little quick brake check. Our guy's gonna get, he's getting off of the line and he goes down. And of course, they called it and nothing's gonna happen here. No need to watch us. And my man almost takes a dive. I mean, fortunately for him, he did not take the dive, but still, that was good enough that you guys made the show. The crew's having a good time with it, though. I mean, they're laughing about it, and everybody's in upbeat spirits, which is good. Nobody got hurt. Everybody gets a little laugh. This is what I call a success down here at the boat ramp, especially for us. And this is our crew that said, yeah, not going to get anything from us, bro. And now they're ready to pull out. And let's see if this rolls the way I think it's about to. This ramp's slick over here. It's been a tricky one all day. And here we go, spinning tires, and now we're sliding back down the ramp. You got to be careful when you start going backwards. And once again, another good one to follow these guys. Probably giving it a little bit too much gas. One of the tricks here at Boynton, especially, the ramp's so slick, and even you can see our guy here on the right-hand side on the dock, he's giving him the hand signal, telling him to slow it down. So here, one of the real tricks is let this ramp do its work. The cobblestone that's here is slick and wet, but it's got grooves so you can catch a little bit of a grip. And basically you just have to do it at a very, very low, slow pace. And our guy's going to take that advice here, and they're going to pull it out. Now our crew's a little crooked on the trailer, it appears. And this ramp's been slick all day on this side. And here we go. And we are spinning tires as well, sliding back down the ramp. This ramp has been a tricky one. I believe this is about the 4th vehicle we've seen today struggle getting off in this lane. And these guys just, it doesn't look like they have the boat loaded 100% correctly, and I'm assuming that's assisting, but they probably should be able to pull it out of here still. So our guy's going to try getting a little bit of a running start this time, and almost to the top. Can he make it? No, that one's not going to do it either. Same thing we talked about earlier with our last crew that kind of got stuck over here. This is one of those things that more power and speed really probably isn't going to help you here at Boynton. One of your best bets you can do, go down, let this boat float for a second to relieve the pressure back off the truck. But you just want to keep a nice slow pace, just a low, slow momentum, and let the tires get grip and let them hold. But once again, nope, he's going for the power approach, and it's just not going to work over here today. This ramp is not going to give you that one when you're doing it that way today. So our crew's going to back down one more time. Let's see if they want to give it one more go and try and power off this thing, or if we're going to take the low and slow approach and see if we can pull it out that way. So our driver's getting out. I don't know if the gentleman next to him has opted to relieve our driver, or if the driver has relieved himself under his own accord for some reason. But it definitely looks like we're getting a switch here. Now when we see the switch, the pressure's now on the new driver. Because if that new driver requested the switch, he's got to be able to pull this thing out. The last thing he wants to do is the same thing the old driver was, but we're going to see how they approach it. So the driver that's left the cab of the truck actually appears to be heading down to the boat, and I'm betting, yep, we're probably going to see the boat power off instead. This is a decent technique, but I don't think they really need it. I don't necessarily know that it was called for in this situation. They just had to do it with a little bit of a slower pace, but he's definitely reaching back in here and turning the batteries back on, so we're going to see this thing get fired up. Now he's got to be a little careful in doing this as well. And the reason I say that is if you look on the dock to the left, kind of at the end of the dock, the tree here is kind of cutting it off a little bit. The crew next to them has set their stuff down on the dock. So he's got to do this at a slow enough pace not to soak their stuff either. I mean, hopefully nobody's got any cell phones in any of those bags or anything they've set on the end of the dock. But here we go. He's going to power it up. And oh no, he's going to... I mean, they got out, but I really, truly hope nobody's cell phone or anything was in the stuff on that dock, because it's all completely soaked now. But they're going to make it out of here. And speaking of making it out of here, we're going to get out of here as well. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Miami Boat Ramps. If you did, please check out our other content. We have Wavy Boats, who does a bunch of great things down at Haulover Inlet. My channel, Broncos Guru, we do some great comedy boating videos over there as well. And of course, we've got Boats vs. Haulover. Remain a machine, take on Mother Nature down at Haulover Inlet in Miami, Florida. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.